We're going to have our differences. We're going to have tears. We're going to have moments. How do you come back? And people don't know how to come back.
They don't.
People don't know how to come back.
They don't.
People don't know how to apologize. Like, simple apology. Not show apology. Like, deep, really sincere apology.
Yeah.
People don't know how to apologize. And it drives me crazy.
Because it's hard to apologize.
It is. These are the muscles we're talking about. These are the foundations, guys. These are the foundations we're talking about.
Exactly. It takes humility to say that, like, you know, what I did, wow.
To recognize that I was wrong.
And then when you recognize it and you sit with that almost like embarrassment, like, oh my gosh, I did that. How do you now confront that person? You know, it's very difficult to apologize.
And those are the strong foundations that we're talking about. Exactly. Those are the real foundations that we're talking about. And I think it takes a lot of emotional strength and mental strength.
Yes.
To be able to apologize and really apologize and take responsibility for your own part, the part that you've played. And that. Those are the real stuff. That is real life, man.
Real life.
That is real life.
Real life, real relationships.
Yes. And the truth is, relationships are hard. But then, who said they were meant to be easy?
Who said they were meant to be? Life is hard.
Hello.
Life is hard, but you can make it beautiful. My mother always told me that life is beautiful. You go through peaks and troughs. Life is beautiful.
Yes.
And it truly is where you make it. And your relationship will be where you make it.
And it's a moment by moment choice. And I love that we go to part B of that question that says, how can one ensure compatibility while staying true to oneself? This one is so good. I have a few things to say about that.
That is a very good question.
It is such a good question.
How can you ensure?
How do you ensure compatibility while staying true to oneself?
I feel like, now this is just how I think.
Your own
yeah.
And everything here is our own opinion from our own experience.
I feel like when you are compatible with someone and truly compatible with somebody, you will be true to yourself. I feel like when you're working off of chemistry, there is a way where you could not be true to yourself because you're always chasing that feeling.
Yes.
And that connection, like that instant, like, oh my gosh, like you feel like you're in sync, so you feel like you work together, but it's just chemistry.
That's it.
You know? I feel like with compatibility, I feel like there's an understanding that comes with compatibility. And I sense that with compatibility, there's almost also an openness and an understanding. Because you can work with that person. Yeah. You can talk with that person. You fit. You just, you really work. And, you find things that you do together. Not everything's perfect, but there's a seamlessness to it. Yes. Because, you work well together as each other are. Yes. Like, as you are, is you in your individualism, and as they are, it just comes together in a synergy, So I feel like when you are truly compatible with someone, you there is a sense of being true to yourself 100%. In that compatibility.
Yes.
But hey ho.
Yeah. And I feel like this is true. This is an oxymoron because I feel like you wouldn't have true compatibility if you're not yourself.
Yeah.
Being yourself is a prerequisite for a real compatible partner or a relationship.
Yeah, right?
I mean, being yourself is.
Yeah.
Because how can you talk about compatibility if you're not real? It's been fake anyway, so it's not compatible.
It's not compatible, exactly.
So, and I love that you met. Oh gosh, guys, how many times? Please raise your hands. Yeah, right there in your living room. Raise your hands if you've ever worked off chemistry. You've been in with this person, you've been in this relationship, and you know now that it was chemistry, it wasn't real.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guilty. Hands up. Hello. Me too. And I love that when you work off chemistry, you just keep chasing that feeling.
Yeah.
And you think, oh my God, you think that's the real thing, but no.
Totally
you keep chasing that feeling, and you keep trying to tweak yourself, turn yourself, roller coaster around to fit into a situation or an environment that will bring that feeling again.
Yes, yeah.
And the feeling just keeps, depreciating. I would say depreciate. It never comes back.
That's
first
such
moment.
a good word.
Yeah.
This chemistry
depreciates, literally.
It really does. Like, Yes, like you have that, and it's like fire. Like, you're just like, wow, like I get on with this person so well. Oh my gosh. But they don't actually listen to me.
Hello. They ghost me
They
sometimes.
ghost me.
When I say something they don't like, that's it. I don't see them for the next 5, 6, 7 days.
Yeah.
That's toxic.
Exactly. I'm more of like a friend, or like, caring to them than they are to me.
Yes.
When I need them, I can't find them.
But when they need you, they're right on your doorstep.
But you've got that, you got together, you laugh together.
Yes,
but when it comes to the serious thing, you look into your left and your right, and you're like, wow. Well, that chemistry is definitely not in the room now. Where is that chemistry?
It's gone.
Yeah.
It went through the window like this.
Yeah.
The moment seriousness came in, chemistry was out.
Depreciates in wealth, guys.
Yes.
Chemistry.
100%. And I do agree that everyone has to go through their own process. You have to go through your own mistakes. You have to go through what you have to go through. You have to wake up at your own time and your own pace. But guys, I think it's important for us to learn to decipher. And I'm speaking to the choir, I'm speaking to myself, to decipher chemistry from the real thing. Yeah. From real compatibility. And for me, one thing I've learned from my own experience is that start with the inward qualities first. Yes. Yeah. Before you go to the outward qualities. Yeah. Start when you see someone that maybe you like them, or you could, or maybe nothing happened, but start by wanting to understand and know their character first, and then you consider how they look. Because you know what, someone said that beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Anybody can look nice to you if they have if there's something in them that you like. Has this ever happened to you, that you met someone and you never really thought much about them, but the more you spend time with them, the more you guys spend time together, like, oh, this guy actually looks good. Yeah. Or this girl actually looks good, but I never noticed in the past. Grow on me. Yeah. So start by considering the unseen characteristics of, is this simple things, is this person helpful? Yeah. Whenever there are things to be done, observe those who are seated, doing nothing, just being on their phone, and observe the who wants to get involved. Oh, can I help here? Oh, do you need help? Oh, when you guys are doing things together, observe those who are helpful, willing to engage and being involved, and those who are just lay back, sit back, on their phone. Those are character defects that they might not be aware of. And it's important for you to observe these kind of things, because if they are already disengaged this way, maybe when the chemistry is gone and they don't have that feeling that they're coming for, maybe they're going to be disengaged with you as well. So true. And another thing, actually, in character and who this person is, I've been reading and seeing things about like how you feel in yourself, especially as a woman, about intuition and things like that. Do you feel calm around this person? Is your nervous system all stirred up, or do you feel at like an ease with them? Not bored, but like an ease with this person. Because I feel like I'm quite in tune with myself, and I can sometimes tell quite quickly if someone's personality is just not gonna. Good person, great person, in fact. Yeah. But someone's like way is just not going to be compatible with mine. Like in intimate settings, or just going about things. And I feel like travel is one that really exposes that very clearly. You're the third person who's telling me this. Travel, the intensity of travel, when things go wrong in travel, that's when you know who you can really work with. That's when you know who's your like person. Do you know what I mean? And having been blessed with the ability to be able to travel, and I've traveled with some of my close friends. I've developed some really strong relationships with some of my friends that I've traveled with. And I trust them, we trust each other, and it's because we've been exposed to these really serious situations, complicated situations, great, amazing things, and we're still like here with each other, so travel is one that really exposes, whether you're gonna be good with this person. Well, guys, you've got a free trick right now what to do.
Go on a holiday.
Yes. Before you say yes to your next relationship, you know what to do.
Yeah. Just a little tidbit.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that in my next relationship.
Serious. You'd be surprised. Because, travel is fun, but it can also be very stressful. Girl, especially when you get on that wrong bus, or you book the wrong flight ticket, or you book the wrong excursion, or something happens.
Oh my God.
Everything is revealed.
100%. 100%. Are they going to be onto you, or they will actually understand and try to fit? Are they going to focus on the problem, or they're going to focus on actually the solution?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you know who is your person and who is not your person.
Serious.
And girl or guy, if you ever discover, run for your life.
Yeah.
Because we human beings, we think to be like, oh yeah, let me give him 2 or 3, 10,000 chances. Nah, this is the real deal.
This is the person.
Yeah, this is the person.
This is
because who you are under pressure, that's actually who you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the truth.
And if what is exposed you can manage, then great. Yeah. But if not, and you're like, well, I would say be very mindful of it and just, start making your exit plan. I was going to say movement.
So I would say exit plan. You have to make your exit strategy.
But yeah, you don't have to travel like this. Maybe up north or something. Just things that's why meeting people in social settings is very important as well.
Yes.
Meeting, like you said, in social settings where there's people that could potentially help, or situations, not just totally in isolation, so you can actually, get an idea of who the person is.
100%. You guys only meet at home? Nah. You guys only meet like
at the restaurant.
That's not enough, honey. It's not.
Mm.
It's not.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. There's so much to say about that, because you can see that this is dead to us, because we've been there. We've really, I've been with people who were not compatible at all, and I only discovered later because I was running off chemistry.
Right.
I'm guilty too, and I'm learning.
Mm.
I'm learning. So let's talk about career transition and passion.
Let's go.
Yes. Can you share your experience with career transitions, and how do you balance your drive for success with enjoying life?
Interesting.
Mm.
I mean, right now, I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do next, and I'm really, looking at myself, looking at my experiences, looking at how I want my work life to be in the future, based off of like how I want to feel stress wise as well. And I'm bringing all of that information together to try and understand where I'm going to go next. So right now, it's just about like looking at roles, looking at companies and what they have to offer, looking at the roles and responsibilities. And I think I've come to a point in my life now where I actually do understand that an interview is not just them interviewing me. It's me also interviewing them. Yes, that's important to know in a career transition as well. Yes. What am I transitioning into? What's their day-to-day look like? What's the levels of stress throughout the year? Is it a constant stress? Is it one bout of, what's that going to do for me? Not just what I'm going to do for this company.
And what is the team dynamics like?
What are the
team supportive
dynamics like?
Yes. What's the career growth projection in that role, or even in that company?
Exactly. And is there support and development for that, So it's where I'm at right now. So I'm literally bringing everything to the drawing board. And even thinking about industry as well. I've been in higher education for a number of years, and I've enjoyed it. But I'm also thinking about other industries, and I think I'm calling more to my passions now.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be working a long time, so it's important to just enjoy your day-to-day. Yes. And enjoy the outcome of what you're doing, because there's not everything you're going to enjoy in your job. No. Not every aspect of your role you're going to enjoy, but as long as you know, wow, this is what's going to be the outcome, this is what I'm working for. Yes. And you love that. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's very important.
I agree. Yeah, definitely need to enjoy your job, whatever you're involved in. One thing I'm going to say is that give yourself room to change and evolve.
Yeah.
As Monique said, you're going to be working for a long time. and you'll be a different person at different stage of your life. So maybe you start doing something right now when you do, you enjoy, you love it, do it fully. Wherever you are, be there. Do it, forgive yourself. And then when you feel like you're gonna know when it's time for a transition. Yeah. You're gonna feel disturbed inside. You're gonna start feeling like you're interested in other things. I would say follow that interest, follow the nudge, and when times go to the next thing and do it fully. And then go to the next and do it fully. And if you're the kind of people that you just do one thing and you're happy with 40, 50 years of that, do it fully.
Do it fully.
Do it fully, is what I'm going to say. And
oh, I was just thinking, yeah, I really agree with what you're saying. Like, do what you're doing now, do it fully, and then you're going to feel that disturbance. And how I've been looking at my career recently is like, it's almost like my degree. Like, okay, I finished my 4 years in this. Now I've graduated with this. With these skills, where am I going to go next? You know, and it's almost like my career, degree, So I'm looking at it. Because a career is not also your job and what you do, but it's also learning. You're learning things as well. You're learning new things. You're learning about this industry. That's why it's good to be curious, and understand where you are and do things fully, like you said.
Do it fully.
And have that curiosity, because, it's a learning experience as well.
Yes. And give yourself room to transition and change. And talking about career transition, I would say, first of all, start with your passion. And if at some point in your life you had to do things to pay the bills, kudos to you. We all have to at some point.
100%.
Yes, and kudos for paying those bills. Because they're important. And that is fine. Just don't forget where you want to be and where you want to go.
Yeah.
Just continue to thrive, continue to strive for the next thing and where you want to be until you get there. And then wait for the next opportunity or the next urge to do something else. And I would say, for those who are really curious about career transition, you can look through some. I did talk about career and profession through some of my videos, but I'm happy to do a different session. And if you really consider a career transition, first of all, where do you start from? And I would say, I'm going to talk briefly about it. I would say, start from getting clarity. Don't just jump into something. Start by getting clarity. Give yourself the space and the time to understand, what does the next 5 years look like? What does the next 5 years look like? And if you're as crazy as I am, what does the next 10 years look like? Start with the end in mind, and then you reverse engineer to today. Start with 5 years from now, 10 years from now. What do you see yourself doing? Who do you see yourself being? And then reverse engineer to today. What do you have to do today in order to start building that future? That's very important.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do now.
Yes.
Reverse engineer.
You need to reverse engineer. Even myself, I feel like I'm in a case. So I'm a marketing manager, and I love what I do. I love it. I see my role as influencing people's perspective, and most importantly, partner with people to elevate their experiences when it comes to our events, right? And I love what I do. I love the ideas. Now, my next transition is in the next 10 years, I see myself as the CEO of a global company. That's what I want to be. And now, reverse engineering, I want to start building skills in strategy, in finance, understanding people, because people are your biggest resource. People are your biggest resource. And it pains me when I see leaders or teams or managers treating their people poorly or not giving their people the best. Because I'm like, this is what you get. Without the people, nothing is going to function.
Nothing's going to move.
Nothing is going to function. Everything else you have surrounds your people, activates everything else. They make things work. So right now, my goal is to kind of enhance my skills in those fields. And what did I do first? I've got myself mentors, people who are vice presidents who are solid in their area. And it's like, please, could you mentor me? This is my goal in next 10 years. Here is my experience. I've had 10 years plus experience in marketing and other things, but I really want to learn strategy, finance, and human relationship. Where do we start from? Some said yes, some that don't have time, that's fine. Those that are great, I started working with them and started learning from them. And you can start by getting yourself a mentor in the field that you want to evolve into.
100%.
Yeah, that could help.
And that's why I've really loved working in education and talking with students and listening to their journeys. It's so inspiring. You know, I was just speaking to a student the other day who is working as securities as a security guard in one of the securities companies, so like finance. And he wants to get into finance himself. You know, we had like a workshop, like a careers workshop at where we work. And he was the one with the most questions. He was the one that was so curious, engaged, knowledgeable, you know, passionate about what he's doing. And when he had us talk with one of our students, you know, he was like, I'm just nervous because, you know, I'm a mature student because he's currently studying and doing security work. And he's like, I don't have that financial experience like all other people have, like all these internships and things like that. And he, you know, he's worked at a shop, you know, he's worked in a cafe and stuff like that. But outside of that, he has used his passion to help him build knowledge and build his financial acumen. That's why he was so equipped with all of these questions. You know, so he's used his time wisely to, you know, be able to build all this financial skill set, but he just doesn't have anyone to serve with it. You know, and the company that he's working for now, he's trying to work there so he can volunteer for them, you know, maybe 2 hours in a month or something like that. And our student was so encouraging of him. He was like, you're on the right track, you know, you're using all of the time that you have to like build all this skill set. Now this is what you need to do. And he started breaking down like the Rubik path of what he needs to do. You know, how he needs to structure his CV as well. And I was like, this is so inspiring, you know, someone that doesn't come from the background of some of the students that we have, you know, where they have that exposure from when they're like 17. You know, it gave me so much because it's like, yeah, you know, you can use your time wisely to build yourself to that professional, refined level. You know, there are so many resources, there are so many things that are available for you to just, you know, work yourself and build yourself to then transition. And like you said, getting a mentor as well that can help you refine that path even more and refine where you're gonna go. You know, so yeah, it's always inspiring hearing people's stories and people's journeys and how they do things, and it helped me as well be able to learn how to focus, you know, focus myself.
I love that. I love that. And guys, if you're just joining us, we're talking about love, building life, love, career foundation as a woman, and being single as a bae. Oh my god! So we've talked about so many things, and I'm just going to do a quick reflection. One thing I'm reflecting about right now is the human journey. The Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. Not that things are boring, but life is a journey, and what I'm seeing is I think what I'm getting from this conversation is that what you desire, someone has had it before. Where you're going, someone has been there before. You know? So it is up to you to partner up with them or to position yourself in a way that they can give you the straight elevator to those places instead of you making the same mistakes that they did. And that's how I see mentors. You know, they've been there. You know, they've been there. They've navigated the situation. They've been there, and now they can give you advice, guide you, direct you on how you can. Not that you're not gonna have your own mistakes. You have to make your own mistakes, but maybe you make fewer mistakes, and you could potentially get there faster.